feel that? That's not lust, baby. That's alignment and a little bit of lavender oil. Oh, she don't chase, she conjures, speaks in stars, walks in thunder, got moonlight in her bones, burning sage while she moans. She got oils on her dress, truth in her tongue. A yes is a blessing and no makes you run. She don't sugarcoat spells, don't whisper soft lies. She'll read you to filth and kiss between sighs. I counsel on the line while you beg for a sign. She's already 3 dreams deep, sipping tea made of time. She got that high priestess trip, that soap-wash kiss, that full moon flick of the wrist. She don't fake, don't flinch, she divine and rich. That blended healing itch you can't quit. She got that high priestess drip, yeah, that root work twist, that truth here right in your chest. She don't bend, don't beg, she just lays the thread.
You choose this. This is about a return to the life you agreed to live. This message was given to me to give to you. I didn't know what it meant at first, but hunty, those cards were flying so fast to the point that I should have just read the whole deck. But it is neither here or there. Let's get to it. This is a message that was given to me to give to you. As I decrease, they increased. And may this meet you in your truth and find you well. What you're walking through is not by accident. This is your chosen life experience. You said yes to this path and you agreed to those conditions because you knew the strength it would pull out of you. What you're facing now, you faced this before, but this time you're here to move through it. You're here to remember the choices you made before you even arrived and start living like you meant them. Soul gifts is the first section, because I told you there was many, many, many cards that fell out, and I had to put them in order of the way they fell. So the first section is about soul gifts, okay? Before the lessons that you got in this lifetime, there were gifts. You came with codes, with knowing, with tools already in you, and you've been walking around feeling like you're missing something. But what's missing is not new, it's buried. Oh, my bad. Welcome to Blended Healing. I went straight in, didn't I? When you start with bravery, which is the first card that fell out, that's not something that you're learning. That's something that you are. You made the hard decision before in other lives. You did this already. That feeling that you have in your heart, it's not about fear. It's your soul remembering how to step up again. You were built for this. Then comes the discovery part. You've always been the one who looks deeper, asks better questions, senses more than what is shown. That's your strength. It's in your curiosity. You find truth by digging, not by waiting to be told. Then you listen. That inner voice, that's your intuition, your guide, your knowing. And it's always been there. You've just been taught to second guess it, but you already know. You've been knowing. And then it's grounding. You know how to come back to yourself, to come back home to your body, to find your center. And that's a soul gift too. So don't overlook it. Your presence is power. So telling yourself that you're lost, you're not lost. You're remembering. You built what you need. Bravery, discovery, listening, and grounding. That's you. That's what you came in with, and that's what's working. It's way back up now to you. So you need to walk like you remember, because at some level, you always have. Salute and welcome, Alicia Dion. Grand Rise. Holistic Royalty by Kel. Salute, baby. Thank you for coming through. Room Shaker. Salute, beautiful. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. All right, listen. I'm going to continue doing this, all right, because it's here. I'm going to take a break later. And as you see, I'm live. So it is what it is. All right. The next thing that comes up is your chosen life experiences. You chose this life. You chose the lessons, and you chose the experience that would break you open just enough for your light to come through. And some of what you're carrying now, it feels very heavy to you, like rocks in your backpack. And that's not by accident. You said yes to this path. You chose that would challenge you. You chose what would grow you and where your freedom would need to be fought for. So let's start with breaking free. That's one of your chosen points. You didn't come here to blend in. You came here to live truth out loud. You wasn't meant to be in with a whole bunch of different people. You were meant to go against the grain. You chose to feel the tension of not being like everybody else, so you can remember who you were never supposed to be. And then there's that stuck in lack. That's an experience that you have been around before, feeling like there's not enough, feeling like you're not enough. That feeling needing to be worthy. That's been a long cycle for you. And you've lived that before. This time around, it's about breaking that agreement, knowing you're already there, that you have now the resources for you to go forward, knowing that you don't have to struggle to be worthy. Then there's depletion. It's not burnout. It's not just burnout. It's over-functioning, over-giving, trying to prove your value by doing too much for too many people. And you chose this so that you can learn how to draw the line, so you can finally choose you without having any guilt. Next is reaching out. You used to do things on your own, and it's been your pattern to be strong, shut your mouth, don't ask for help. But this time around, you're being asked to change that, to learn that vulnerability is also a strength, to learn that being held is a part of your healing. That's a choice you made before you even got here. So stop carrying all of that by yourself, because this is not flaws. These are experiences, agreements, chosen doors. You walk through them for a reason. And now you get to decide which ones you still are meant to be in and which ones you already walked out of. Ashe? All right. Let's move into karma and why it's still repeating. Some things are not meant to leave. They just won't leave. And you started thinking maybe it's just how life is for you, that you may be doing something wrong, that you missed a sign. Maybe you're not healed enough yet. But the truth is that karma doesn't come back because you're failing. It comes back because it's unfinished. There's still some running that you're doing somewhere in the background of all of your choices. And if you don't catch it, then you're going to look at it as though it's your fate, especially if you don't face it and name it, put a name on it. But it's not who you are. It's just the energy that hasn't been resolved yet. So start with releasing judgment. Judgment has been your shield. It made you feel smart, made you feel safe. You learned early on how to assess people, how to keep your guard up, and how to label and pull away. And at one point, you needed that. But now it's blocking your vision. Judgment makes you think you already know the story. Judgment will say something like, you're not capable, and you're not safe here, and it's not worth it. But under that judgment ain't nothing but fear. And under that fear is the truth. And you're tired of being hurt and being wrong and giving grace where none was given back to you. But holding on to judgment doesn't make you strong. It just makes it heavy for you. And until you get rid of that, you're still in contract with your past. Now they're seeing it through. This is the pattern that doesn't get talked about, because you start things and you have a vision and you feel that spark and you say, this is it. And then it becomes to get hard for you, or it gets boring real fast. Or maybe it might trigger something in you. And that voice be telling you, you always be messing up, or it probably wouldn't have worked anyway. So you stop. You leave it all half done. And then you fade. You faded. Then you sit with shame because you keep repeating yourself that you can't be trusted to finish anything that you start. And that's not just procrastination. That's karmic. That's a wound from another time when you gave up on yourself too soon, when you broke your own trust because you didn't know how to hold yourself through it, through the stretch, through the discomfort, the growth of it, the vulnerability of staying with it. And this time is asking you to finish what you start, to see one thing through, to prove to yourself that you can do it. Acceptance. This ain't easy. It's not about being okay with everything. It's about stopping the fight. Stop fighting yourself. You have spent so many years trying to change people, to change outcomes, forcing time and trying to control everything around you so you don't have to feel disappointed again. But you resisting so much makes you so damn tired. It doesn't protect you. It traps you. It keeps you arguing with what already is. And you keep telling yourself it's about faith or holding a vision, but what it's really about is fear. Fear that if you accept it, you'll have to grieve it later. That if you let go of the illusion, the truth is going to slap you upside your head. But the truth is already here, and the acceptance is what clears the noise away. And when you stop resisting, you make room. And when you stop trying to change what it is, you finally let the next door open. These are patterns. These are patterns: judgment, avoiding, and resistance. They are on a loop with you. They're old contracts. The energy that keeps showing up in a different ways. Either it's different faces or different situations, but it's still the same lesson, and you are just going through the cycle, man. The cycle is ready to close. But here's the thing, you can't close a loop that you're still benefiting from. You have to decide that your peace is more important than protection. And you have to decide that what you see, what you know, because you can't unknow something that you already know. It's worth more than control. And you have to decide that you're worth finishing the work for. Because you are still watching yourself. This is not about being perfect, man. It's a pattern. And the pattern is not going to change if you keep trying to force it through or try to force through something that is not meant for you. So the lesson keeps repeating until you get that message. And it's going to change through you being aware of what is going on. I believe that you're fully aware. And it's just a choice that you're making. You don't have to live like that anymore, man. You don't have to carry all of that anymore. You're not stuck. You're just being asked to look again. And the question is, are you ready to choose something different? I'll be right back after this. Y'all better start listening. For real, for real. For real.
Spirit don't move on the schedule. She listens first, then she speaks. Yeah. You never know with her. Yeah. You never know with her. She don't taking control. You never know with her. She don't explain what she knows. She just delivers the message and goes. She don't clock in, she tapped in. Episode change with the breath she breathing. Some days it's comfort, some days it's mirror, some days it's love, some days it's clearer. She don't perform, she channel. Say less, but her presence is mental. Ego get nervous, mask get tight. Cause true walk everyone into the light. She'll laugh with you, then pause mid-sentence. Say one thing that hit your chest like a sentence. Didn't plan it, didn't write it down. Spirit said now, so now it sounds. She don't know what's coming either, till it land on her tongue. She a vessel, not a script, that's why here where you run. You never know it up. She might soothe you or stir you awake. Say the thing you scared to say. You never know it up. She trusts what moved through her hands. Not everybody don't understand. You never know it. She don't predict, she obey. That's why every word feel brave. You never know it up. One episode tears, next one fire. One moment prayer, next one quiet. She let spirit drive the wheel. That's why it always feels so real. She don't promise easy healing, she promise honest release. If you sit on space too long, you might have to meet your peak. She don't want you what's ahead, cause spirit don't ask permission. If you play, you already chose to receive the transmission. She not random, she responsive. She move when the signal call. Every word kind divinely, even when it shake your world.
Gratitude to my peeps in the building. Thank y'all for coming through. For real, for real. I appreciate each and every one of you. Sirius S is in the building. Good morning, baby. How are you? The Sisters, Goddess D of Love. Alicia Dion, all up in the building. Oh yeah, Kel, I dropped that out today, this morning. I did. I told everybody about your business. I did that. I did it on purpose. What you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Okay, so Kel's is now certified yoga instructor and meditation guru. She be coming live and online with her stuff very soon. I told your business again. Now I told it again. What you gonna do about that, Kels? Salute. Thank y'all for coming through. Nika, salute. Good morning, love. How are you? Uh-oh. Jamel is in the building. Salute, Jamel. I don't know. Maybe later on we might have to throw some people out the window. I'm not sure. You gonna be around? All right. Make sure that you visit www.shamakaessentials.com, your one-stop spiritual shop for spiritual items and wellness. I did. And as soon as I snatched, maybe. If you give me that promo, I might be able to run it. But yeah, I know I'm rushing you. I am. I sure am. Welcome, everybody. All big brothers in the house. Salute, big brother Mouthpiece. Make sure that y'all subscribe. Yo, y'all have moderator sticks. Why aren't you dropping your links? Like, for real. Drop your links, man. I don't want to do all the work today. I really don't. Drop your links. Make sure that you subscribe to each and every one that's in here. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, let's get back to this. Let's go. We are now up to the truth and spiritual insight. Sometimes the truth is not what you want to hear, but it's what sets you free. And you already know what it is. It's just been on top of all the other things being layered on and layered on. But you know what it's under? Your fear, your assumptions, all of those stories that you have built to survive. But the real truth It just waits. It waits for you to get still enough to receive it. So, listening, you've been hearing it, maybe not in the words that you expect, but you've been getting the signs, the little nudges and all of that, the patterns, and you know when something doesn't sit right. You know when you're trying to force something that's already slipping away. I know you feel it all up in your heart, man. And all up in your brain. Everything is just buzzing around, and that voice keeps telling you to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. That's your truth trying to come through. And you trying to block it. And if you keep ignoring it, it's going to get louder and louder and louder. Because you're refusing to let yourself live the way that you're supposed to. Instead of trying to live this life that's not yours. Your guide has never stopped talking. Your guardian angel that walks with you has never stopped talking to you. It's just that sometimes you stop listening. And that's when you have to have faith. Listen, I'm not getting into all of those motivational quotes and all of that. I'm just letting you know that it's a command. Have faith. Because you can't see what's coming next. And if you're trying to be all logical about it and trying to find evidence in other people's stories to get you there, you're going to burn out. Faith doesn't mean blind obedience. It means that you're choosing to believe that what's unseen is still going to be there for you. And you don't need to have every step mapped out, right, to keep walking. That's just because something didn't work in the past doesn't mean that this moment is different. That it isn't different, I'm sorry. Brain's working faster than my mouth. Faith is what carries you, especially when you lay down that old tired ass ego. You have to have some willpower and stop putting limitations on it. God knows. I know somebody in this chat right now who's got a willpower like I wish I had an ounce of her willpower. I wish I had an ounce of it, because once she sets her mind to something, that's it and that's all. I'm not going to call you out, but you know who you are. I wish I had an ounce of what she got. She don't let her ego or anything get in the way. And her willpower doesn't have limitations on it, because once she sets her mind to it, then it's done and that's it. Now, when you have done all that you can do and you still don't have the results, this is where you have to surrender. I didn't say give up, but to hand it back to the divine and say, I trust you. I trust what's going to happen. You're going to take care of it. You're going to make whatever it is to happen, even if you don't even understand it. And then you got to take the high road. I know, but you have to take the high road, because this is where your growth is going to show up. And you already know that you are being tested You've been tested, and you already know that there's more testing to come up. People are going to trigger you, man. And circumstances is going to remind you of all that old pain that you got going on. But this is where you get to show yourself that you're no longer reacting from whatever hurt you before. You got to take the high road. And that doesn't mean that you are pretending that you're okay. That's not, has nothing to do with you seeking the Academy Award. It means that you're staying grounded when you pop off. It means pausing before you speak and asking, does this serve me, or is this just familiar? The high road is hard, man. It's so hard. It really is hard. They be asking a lot when they tell you to take the high road, because what you can lose is more precious than 5 seconds of heat. You feel me? The high road, man. Sometimes you might have to shut your mouth. Sometimes you might have to walk away without trying to prove a point. And sometimes it looks like you setting boundaries, putting that line in the sand. And that may disappoint a lot of people who benefited from you. But it's always worth it, because the high road leads to elevation. Not in just how you move, but in how you see. Spiritual insight is not about being above your emotions. It's about being honest with them and not let them run the whole show in your life. It's about being able to ask, what's really happening here? What I see in front of me is not the real thing. It's what's happening behind that. You know, your spiritual vision. And it's not what they say. And it's not how they move. It's about what this moment is showing you. People will learn you for real. But there's always something going on behind all of that BS. It's always something. Where you still feel powerless, you're really not. You're still trying to force yourself to align with something that no longer serves you. You have to allow the truth to come in. Every situation that you're in right now is supposed to show you something. For you to stop reacting and start reflecting, and you'll see it. You don't need another sign. God knows you don't need another reading. I'm going to negate that. I'm sorry. I'm a reader. You need a reading. No, you just don't need them all that often, man, because your intuition already tells you, man. The only thing about all of this is just a confirmation of what you already know, especially with your energy. You don't need all of these new plans and stuff like that. Just stop bypassing what you already know. You have faith. You're listening. You're taking the higher road, even when the lower one looks a lot easier to go through. And that's insight. And the more you walk in it, the less you'll feel or need confirmation, because you're going to start to recognize your own voice again. You feel me? All right. All right. Everybody's in the building. Thank you. Please, thank you, Mouthpiece, for doing that. I appreciate you. You were doing the best, man. I can always rely on Big Brother Mouthpiece to come through and be the moderator extraordinaire. Let's take a little small break. I know am I hitting you to the left and to the right? I hope I'm not. But you know I'm going to keep it a buck as much as I can. All right.
This is where spirit speaks. And you finally listen. So, studio, I don't just drop beats, I move energy from silence to soul. It's a symphony. Every note, every line carries intention. So work studio, your heart's ascension. Hi-hats like whispers, 808s like pulse. I craft your vision, no need to convulse. From dreams to reality, I manifest. Every song I touch becomes your best. So work, feel it in your chest. Every occasion, I give you my best. R&B track with energy aligned. So work, studio, your spirit I find. So work, studio, your spirit.
Kelly, am I yelling? I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What you talking about? All right. You choose this. A return to the life that you agreed to live. The next thing that we're going to get into is your obstacles and current patterns. Because these aren't just old lessons. This is what you're still doing right now. These are the patterns that are still running underneath your day-to-day choices. Yeah, choices. You're overthinking things that used to come to you very naturally. It's friction. It's a signal that something is out of alignment. And your body, your emotions, your energy are trying to get your attention. So let's start with this first card. It's stuck in lack. Stuck in lack. Doesn't always have to show up as money problems, you know what I mean? It could be lack of anything. It could be you second guessing your worth. It could be you hesitating to ask for more. It could be from planning and then being scared of what you're planning instead of seeing the full picture vision of it. You have to keep saying, I trust. But your actions are showing something totally different. You sitting up here with that survival mentality when you know that whatever you need, it will manifest on time. You have to trust, man. You have to keep saying that you trust. You got to get out of that crab in the barrel mentality. I said it. I said it. Trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. When it's going to come. You already said that you wanted more, but you still keep negotiating your limitations. You keep trying to make a deal with your own higher self. Yo, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can't hustle your own inside, man. You said that you're ready, but you keep choosing scarcity? How about it could be about love, it could be about time, it could be about help, it could be about possibilities. And you keep bracing for the worst and calling it wisdom. Let's talk about it. I keep telling you, y'all are scared. And that being scared is going to keep your blessings locked out. What you believe about what's possible is still shaped by what hurt you. Oh, wait a minute. That sounds good. Let me say that again. What you believe about what's possible is still shaped by what hurt you, not what's actually available to you now. We're back to depletion again. Your soul is tired because you've been pouring out for everybody and leaving scraps for yourself. And you don't even realize how much energy you give away until it's gone. I know Spirit just slapped you in your face, didn't he? Slapped me too. You don't even realize that you're running on empty. And the people are around you are still asking for more. But if you keep it a buck, part of this is you. You keep showing up past your own limits, depleting yourself. You keep offering when nobody asked you, and you keep staying quiet when your body is telling you, yo, I'm tired. I need to rest. I need to lay down. But you keep going. And that's not service. That's avoidance. You're avoiding something that is uncomfortable for you. So you don't say no. You keep avoiding maybe grief of disappointment, disappointing somebody else. But every time you betray your own lines in the sand, you teach yourself that your well-being is an option. And now your body is done with that. All of that. That exhaustion is a message. The burnout is the truth. We circling back. There's judgment again. You made it normal. You think it's discernment. But it's control. You judge to feel safe. You label people and situations to avoid your own uncertainty. And you do it to yourself over and over and over again. It's like you kidnapped your own self. To all the stages in your life that happened before today. You write off your own growth because you're afraid to believe that it's real. And judgment keeps you boxed in. It keeps you stuck in something small, this little old tiny ass story that you keep locking yourself in. When you already know how to get out of it. But it's comfortable in that little ass box, right? I don't think so. Because it's going to keep you stuck. Because there's more waiting for you. And you can't receive it with your arms crossed. You're still resisting what it is. You keep arguing with your current reality. And you're trying to make people into what you need them to be instead of seeing them for who they are. Whew, Lord, I'm about to pass out. Oh, Charlotte, Miss Charlotte. You don't have to like it. Stop rewriting the same story over and over and hoping for a different ending. It's not going to change. It's costing you time. It's costing your peace. And you don't have to stay in it. That's the killer part. But you do need to accept it, because change can't start until the resistance ends. I want to let you know that these are not permanent states. All right? This is energy. These are habits. Habits can be broken, but only if you stop pretending that they're not there. You have to call it for what it is, and you have to admit what it's really doing to you. And you have to decide that you're done. And it's not nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's all about having freedom. You feel me? You don't owe these patterns another day. Catch your life. Catch your life. Whew. Lord have mercy. I'm reading the comments, making sure I greet everybody. Salute and welcome. Bless is in the building. Salute to you. Did I see? Oh, another big brother's in the house. What's up, Bump? How you doing? Salute to you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. You know, when I get in this zone, I get in this zone. So please forgive me for not greeting y'all in the chat. It's nothing personal. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal. So with that being said, let me run something else over here. Okay. How about this one?
She wrote it in the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet, pour, calm like teas. Queen cows with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plan to place, you walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, this ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow, yeah. She dropped that lemon balm in the brew. Talk to the leaves like they kinfolk too. From seed to sip, it's alignment work. Holistic hands, love laced in dirt. Queen Kel's that soul on the rise. She don't sell dreams, she real with the vibes. Got jars on the shelf like blessings in glass. Reminding your spirit to slow down fast. No rush, just rhythm. She the pause in the system. Where the world wanna numb, she say feel. That's the kind of magic that heals for real. She in the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet, pour, calm like teas. Queen Kel's with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plan to plate, she walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, it's ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow.
Should I put Queen Kel's back on the spot? Queen Kel's on the mic. Kel's is doing fantastic things over there, man. She's healing people. She does all of the internal, she does the research. So not only is she creating tinctures to help supplement some of the things that are bothering you, you know, instead of popping pills or OTCs, she's doing something to help supplement that. She's also making those teas, regular hot teas that she's creating as well. Oh, did I tell you that she got her certificate? I did. So let me see. She does tinctures. She makes teas. She's a certified yoga instructor and a meditation guru. And this expansion continues. Make sure that you follow, subscribe, and share out her content. She's across at least 3 platforms. I'm going to let y'all put it in the chat because I got to get to this. Okay. This is your next steps towards joy and abundance. You've been standing at the edge, looking, thinking, waiting for a sign, asking for clarity, and hoping something is going to change without you having to jump first. The doors are not going to open to you if you're still sitting in the hallway saying, I'm not sure it's time to move, or I don't know, I'm so unsure. Stop it. Stop it. Jump in means just that. No more tiptoeing. No more waiting till everything is pieced together perfectly lined up. There's no such thing as perfect. How you going to know if you don't jump in? How you going to get the experience if you don't jump in? I'm not saying it for detriment to you, but if you have an idea, jump in, man. Just jump in. Stop tiptoeing around that. Stop overthinking it, because doing that is only delaying, and the fear of being wrong is just another excuse. The truth is that you're more afraid of your power than your failures. You're scared of what it would mean to actually be seen in your fullness. And you made almost your comfort zone. But this next step requires all of you. No half in. Just you deciding to show up completely. You got to see it through. And that's your next challenge. You started and stopped so many times that your heart is like on a constant roller coaster, man. It's palpitating and then it goes regular. Then it's palpitating. Come on, man. It's consistency. Once you start being more consistent in what you're doing to see it through, then it's going to be at a normal pace. That's what consistency feels like. I want to let you know that this time it can be different if you choose to stay in it. Like I said, nobody's going to do anything perfect. The only thing that's perfect in this world and in this lifetime is the divine. Point blank, period. Nothing else is perfect. We're human. We're supposed to fail at shit. How are we supposed to get the lessons? But sometimes you got to open up your ears and hear with your ears instead of your mouth. Shut up. Sometimes you got to shut up and listen with your ears and listen with your gut, your intuition. The first thing that you hear is your intuition. Everything after that is your ego either trying to talk you into it or talk you out of it. That's just the way it is. You got to stand on your integrity for yourself. And that means if you say yes, you got to honor it. If you start something, finish it. Not to prove a point or to get any type of the award goes to, but you got to build trust with your own spirit. Every time you walk away from what you're asked for, you send a signal that you're not ready. The universe is listening to all of that. Oh, I can't do this. And the universe is like, oh, She don't like that. He don't like that. Let's give him some more of that because they keep saying that. You got to speak it positive out of your mouth, man, and believe it. You got to push past that doubt and let it stretch you. Let it grow. And let the completion be your medicine. When it comes to resolution, you've been praying for closure. You've been hoping something would wrap itself up with a nice light, nice little bow, right? But resolution doesn't always look like that. Sometimes it looks like clarity. Sometimes it looks like you no longer needing the apology. Sometimes it looks like you choosing peace before the story ends. So whatever that is that's sitting heavy on you, whatever you've been dragging behind you, like your knuckles dragging the ground every time you walk because you feel so low, it's time to let that go, man. It's time for you to change up, switch up. Not everything needs to be fixed. Some things just need to be released. And when you stop needing it to look like a certain way, that path is going to become easier. Resolution isn't about endings all the time. It's about what you do, but what remains. Can you move forward without carrying all of this weight? Can you take the wisdom and leave the wound behind? Again, the card came out again to take the high road so you can do a pivot. When you want to snap back, but you don't. When you want to stay stuck, you have to choose different. When you rise, it's not out of pride, but it's out of clarity. The high road doesn't always feel good in the moment either. You already know. We already talked about it. Sometimes walking away without getting any closure. But that the truth is that the high road is where the peace lives. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. Every time you choose the high road, you step deeper into your joy. Did you know that? You got to know that. I ain't talking about that old fake ass joy. I'm talking about the real kind, the one that comes from knowing who you are and what you will no longer entertain. This is the real world, baby. Decision by decision, the way you start living different and not waiting for stuff to line up perfectly because there's no such thing. But you can create something that is for you. Everybody has a gift. You're ready. You just have to stop pretending that you're not. So jump, stay, release, rise. That's the path to joy. The path to abundance. Because you finally stop resisting it. I want you to lean into your intuition and your connection. You were never disconnected. Never. You've never been cut off. And the voice that you've been looking for has been whispering the whole time. You just been tuning it out. That guidance that you've been begging for, it's always been there. But you've been running your mouth. You've been distracted. You're doubting. You're running in circles trying to find what was never lost. What you call intuition. What you call your gut. That's your direct line. That's the access point. You have to start with listening, not with your ears, but with your whole body. You got to listen when your spirit is changing something around you or changing somebody around you or getting you out of something. Sometimes it's not logical. Sometimes you can't translate it, but you know what you hear and you got to move. You got to move. You can't reason your way out of knowing. Like I said, the first thing you hear is your intuition. Sometimes it's jumping up and down with the red flags, saying stop, turn left, stop over there, park your car, put your blinker off, don't change lanes. You feel me? Every time you're not doing what you're instructed, it's going to repeat until you get the message, until you get the lesson, until you act accordingly. But the longer that you ignore it, the more disconnected you're going to feel. And this is your chance to recalibrate yourself. You have to have faith. You have to ground. I need you to ground, to get rooted, to be real with yourself. If you can't get real with yourself, how is anybody else going to get to you? For real. Stop pretending that you don't need support. Not just from people, but from your guides that are there all the time, from your ancestors, from your higher self, all of the people in your own council. Your strength is in your openness, in your ability to say, I need help, and allow it to come. You're not bothering anybody, and you're damn sure not weak. You're in a relationship with the divine. So if you're in a relationship with the divine, that means that you are covered, baby. You're allowed to ask for help. You're allowed to lean. You're allowed to say, show me. You're allowed to cry out. You're allowed to cry. And you'll still be met with answers. Stop blocking your blessings. You're not separate. You never were. You were just buried under all of that noise, man. Under all of that fear and trying too damn hard to get it right. Your connection is still there. And it's waiting for you to come back. Listen, trust, root yourself, and ask. That's how the line clears up. That's how the messages is going to be able to be heard. And that's how your power is going to return, not through somebody else, not through any type of learned thing to do. Oh, I got to put this candle over here and I got to. Come on, son. You already know you got it all in you. You wired that way. You are the vessel. You are the channel. You are the access. Stop believing in yourself. Start. And stop all that BS. All right? All right. I'm going to play a little something. When I come back, we're going to wrap this up. I'm not going to keep you long. I said that how many times? But I told you there was a lot of messages that came through. And now you got them all. Now you got them all. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And if you know of anybody that this message is for, timestamp it and give it to them. Because we all are messages from the divine. And if we hear something or we know something, share it, man. Share it. Let the people know, man. You never know what you say can touch something or somebody. You never know. So act according, man. The small little 5, 10 words that you say can change somebody's life, can change somebody from taking a whole bottle of pills, man. Doing something dumb. Take the time, look around. And if you can, be your brother and your sister's keeper, right, Astute? You know what I mean? Do that. I'll be right back. I'm going to get off my soapbox in a minute. I'll be right back after this. All right? All right.
Light it slow, let the spirit rise. Lavish lights dancing in your eyes. Herbal healing flowing through my veins. Smoke of the ancestors calling my name. Every pull of prayer, every breath release. Lavish lights bring the body peace. Lavish lights burning soft and sweet. Chemical essentials where the spirit meets. Grounded in the smoke, lifted in the night.
Let me wrap this up for you. You heard everything that I said today. You've seen the patterns. You felt the truth land in your body. So now what? This isn't about going back to sleep now. You up now. I woke you up, right? I woke you up, right? I woke you up. Okay. You don't get to pretend that you don't know anymore. You can't say anymore that I'm waiting for a sign when the whole sky just lit up with answers. You've been called out. Not to be pulled out in the open in the spotlight, but to be reminded of your path, of your power, of the choices, because you choose this. This is the life that you agreed to live. Now that you know better, not saying that you never did, but now that you got a little bit more confirmation, now you can move forward with your power, the choices that still belong to you. Your soul asks for this, for direction, for confirmation, and now you have it. So breathe that in and feel what's still there inside of you. And whatever needs to, I hate to say that word, whatever is that needs to be put to rest, that sounds better, then let it go to rest. And whatever needs to rise, and this moment is yours to respond. You're here to be honest with yourself. You're here to be faithful to yourself. You're here to remember who you are and whose you are. And from this point on, you can move different. You listen closer. You pause a little bit longer. You choose a little bit slower. You trust a little deeper. And when you forget, which you probably will, you can come back every time and listen to this message again. Take some notes. Put some reminders up. You don't have to chase anything anymore. You are who you are, and you are aligned. And you got to stop abandoning yourself. The work has begun, and the message is very clear. Now it's on you to live it. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. And that's it, and that's all. I said what I said. I said what I said. I thank y'all for coming through. Sorty Queen, I saw you in the building. Peace and love. Thank you for coming through, baby. Like I said, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you so much for coming through. Oh, thank you, Miss Kimberly. Make sure, Mouthpiece, can you drop Miss Kimberly's link? I believe she has a page. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I know you can't. Look who's here. Hey, girl, hey. Thank you, Virgo Queen. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate. I am running live on Twitch right now. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. What am I saying? I'm so used to saying that. Make sure you subscribe to my Twitch over there. I've been running live on there. So whatever I've been running over here, I've been running over there too. Hey, Dr. Creole. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you got what you needed today. I really do. Yo, COC. Remember when I said yesterday? Remember what I said? All right. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. Don't shoot me. I did a thing. Okay. Don't shoot me. All right. Here you go. Yeah, about that. Yeah. Club poetry and pulls today. Did we say that we were doing club poetry and pulls today at 3:00? Oh, man. Listen. Hey, man. Say, man. I think I said that. Did we say that? I did? Okay. Look, Kels, can you come up here for a second? I appreciate it. Come up here for 1 second. Can you come up here for 1 second, please? Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Hit the link. All right. Hit the link. Hit the link. Queen Kels is in the building.
Did you just say 3 p.m.?
I did.
Oh, okay. Just checking. I'll be ready. Don't worry.
You be ready?
I'll be ready.
We all listen, y'all. We coming back for Poetry and Pools today, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I need to release some things.
Hey. Now,
You know?
hey.
So if you have a spoken word, a poem, some poetry, or you just want to get a reading, this can happen at 3 p.m. today. All right, I know the game is coming on. I know there's a big game, but that's not until like 6:30. Right, Kels?
Right.
Right,
We
Kels?
won yesterday, so I'm available.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I got that memo. I got that memo.
Hey, sister, I just want to say gratitude. I thank you so much for all of y'all that don't know out there. She pushed me off the porch.
Ooh,
So, and I love it because it didn't have to be graceful. It was just the push that I needed to get me started on my mission. And so when I tell you this woman right here is very creative, she is a leader, she is a builder. So y'all better take note while y'all on here, because I'm gonna tell you, don't miss your mark.
I could be coming after one of y'all. Y'all don't know.
Hey.
Line y'all up.
Yeah,
Kels, I appreciate that.
anytime. Thank you.
Not a problem. See, you making me all like, oh Lord. There's no crime.
No, it ain't no crying. I'm just speaking facts. I'm just saying sometimes we all need that one person in your life that push you. You go through years and years of fighting with yourself and then you roll up on you. I was like, dang, y'all. I told the chat Mayweather hit me. I need y'all to pick me up. Sometimes you just need that little push because I'm on my purpose. And so all I'm saying is find your purpose. And when you got the people here to support you in that purpose, lean in. You said that. Lean in. We here. It's COC all day, baby.
COC every day, baby. Listen, this is what you're trying to do to me, man. This.
Are you crying?
No.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Why don't you leave her alone, Jimmy?
Oh, you zip it, Doris. Rogers Hornsby was my manager, and he called me a talking pile of pig snot. And that was when my parents drove all the way down from Michigan to see me play the game. And did I cry?
No.
No! No! And you know why?
No.
Because there's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in baseball! No crying!
You tried to set me up. You tried
I'm
to
just
get
trying to
me.
give you your flowers while you were able to smell them. That's all. I ain't
Gratitude.
got time to wait. You know what I mean? So,
Thank you so much.
absolutely.
Yeah, well, we're gonna wrap this up because I can't even. I'm not doing that. Nope, not doing that. I don't have emotions, man.
Emotions make it cry sometimes.
I'm out of here. Goodbye,
Y'all have a good day.
y'all. I'll see y'all at 3:00.
At 3 it is.
All right. Be well, everybody. Thank you for stopping through. I may see you around in these YouTube streets or not. You never know. Be well. Thank y'all for coming.
From the stoop to the shrine, I've been earning my light. Earned it. Didn't pray for a savior, had to learn how to fight. Burn a sage like incense, but my spirit don't fold. Still got pain in my pocket and this mic I hold. I ain't soft, I'm sacred, that's strength in disguise. Eye to eye with my demons, I ain't blinking this time. Broke every curse that was signed in my blood. Now I dance in the storm, make a waltz out the mud.
Meditating in chaos, peace in the noise. Built a temple from trauma, turn my cries into voice. Crystals in my hoodie, cards in my palm. Yeah, I tear it through the trenches and I storm through the storms. Word.
Whispers in the wind say keep going. My past ain't changed, I'm growing. Every wound is a prayer in the sky. I bleed truth, and I rise. I mix sage with the pain, prayers with the grind. Still crying in my DNA, but I still realign every time. Roots in the dirt, spirit in the ceiling. This ain't just therapy, this the anthem. Concrete rose, yeah, I bloom through the feeling. realms. Tapped in the truth in these healing realms. Stitching my soul in them blended healing realms. Blended healing realms.